Here's part 16 of the troop. So Shelly's planning on feeding Kent some meat. So he first started out going outside and picking through bark and old cut wood for the fireplace to find bugs. And he would go back down in the cellar and hand feed Kent each of these dead bugs to see, test something. And then as Kent was eating these bugs, he'd go back out and pick some more and come back in and gradually still feed him more. He was adding a form of control by, here, I'm going to feed you these things. Now you're going to do what I say because I'm going to give you some food. As Shelly was doing this, he reflected on when they were all in the cellar during the storm. He reflected on, he reopened one of the slits on Ephraim's hands as he was sleeping, and he put some worm eggs in the skin, and he knew that Ephraim had worms, and he was going to play really hard into this. The boys left some of their stuff in the cellar, so Shelly took the extra walkie-talkie and went back out to follow the boy. Newton had the other walkie-talkie, and thus it begins. Ephraim started acting really weird around Newton and Max, and he just kept rubbing his hands, and he was meticulously looking under his fingernails. He was looking under everything, and he was really staring at his hands to see if he could see anything wiggling. As Newton and Max were picking at plants, picking at grubs and bugs, and kind of stashing stuff away to eat for later, they had to leave Ephraim by himself on this little clearing so they could go venture a little further and pick up this plant that's supposed to make Kent throw up any of the worms. That's the initial plan why they were out in the wilderness in the first place, was to collect these vomitous fungus. And Ephraim didn't want to go any further. He's like, I'm gonna stay right here because I'm really freaking out, man. I'm not feeling great. I'm really freaking out. I think I'm losing it, so I'm just gonna try to control my anger and try to control the anxiety, and I just need a moment alone. So I'm going to save you on some graphic details, but what's coming up is going to be pretty gnarly. So Shelly finally caught up with Ephraim, who's sitting by himself, and he comes out of the woods real dramatic-like, and he's like, "Oh, Ephraim, what are you doing here alone? Are you okay?" "Oh, yeah, I just needed some alone time. I'm really freaking out, man. I'm just, everybody else left to go find some food." Oh, they left you alone? Real friends wouldn't leave you alone, Ephraim. We're friends, right? Yeah, I guess. Kind of. Not really. Dude, you're something else. I'm here by myself because I chose to be. They're coming back. But I care about you, Ephraim. I noticed that you're picking at your skin a lot. You okay? You look pained. Dude, fuck you. Fuck you. Mind your own business. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you right now. You look hungry, Ephraim. Dude, bugger off. Get out of here. I know you're hungry. I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, so what? Everybody's hungry. We ran out of food. Alright? Did you see that? It looked like something was wriggling under your skin. Your knuckles look really swollen, Ephraim. You think so? Did you see something? Are you serious? Did you see something? Yeah, did you see it? It's under your knuckles. Your knuckles look really swollen. Oh. Yeah, I think I see it. Here, use this. He pulls out a Swiss Army knife and opens up the knife portion. Use this. That should help. Okay, well, what do you think I should do? Cut into it, see if you can find something. Oh, okay, yeah, that should work. Oh man, I can't believe I have worms. I'm infected. I gotta get this out. So to skimp on the details, Shelly pretty much talked Ephraim into chopping into his body. Like, he first carved into his hands. It peeled back the skin to pick at any worms. So he kept checking the muscle. He cut deeper into looking at veins and tendons, and he worked into his wrist. And then he worked, he mainly focused on his fingers and his arms, and then he started poking at his chest a little. But that wasn't really doing much. Shelly kind of kept pushing him. He's like, I think I just saw something in your ear. And of course, Ephraim fed into this. He's in like full panic mode right now. He's like, oh my god, I gotta get to this right now. So Shelley took back the Swiss Army knife and opened up the corkscrew tool on, and then Ephraim just started digging into his ear with it, just trying to get whatever it was out. And he just kept going. He just tore up his body, and Shelley just watched. He just watched. So Newton and Max kept hiking. They stumbled upon a blueberry bush, and they began eating the blueberry. And as they were doing that, they were kind of bonding, and then Max said something that really irked Newton. It was about his weight. And Newton finally lost it. He's like, could you just shut the fuck up? I know what you guys do. I know what you guys think of me. I know what you're doing. You're not my friend. You never were my friend. I know what I look like. I know I'm fat. I know I'm fat. And I know you guys make fun of me for it. I can't help it. I can't help what I look like. So could you guys just, for 1 minute, lay off of the bullying? I'm sick and tired of it. You all are assholes, and you know it. And Max is just like, damn, yeah, I'm really, fuck man, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. I know everyone else is mean to you, and I personally, I don't hate you. I know everyone else is mean to you, and I feel really bad, but also I kind of feed into the bullying too, because bystander effect type of thing. So they eventually talked it out, and Newton was still a little worked up by it, but Max is like, listen, dude, we could be friends. We can get through this together. So they're like, shoot, hell yeah. And then they wandered down by a tide pool down by the beach to find more food or something. And then comes a really long descriptive scene where they found a sea turtle stuck in one of the tide pools. And at first the boys are like, wow, this is really cool. And then they looked at each other and they're like, food. A very descriptive scene of the boys grabbing the turtle and using a knife to kill it. And it took them so long to unalive it. And the boys didn't enjoy a single minute of it. Like, they cried and they threw up and they were so pained during it. They're like, we're just hungry and it just won't die. It will not. How much more can it endure before it passes away? I just keep stabbing it, but it will not pass away. And it took the turtle forever, and it just kept fighting and trying to get back to the ocean, and the boys were like, ah. Eventually the turtle did pass away, and they both looked at each other covered in blood and gore, and they're like, I'm really not hungry anymore. I don't want to do this ever again. Let's bury it. I feel too guilty to do anything else. Max and Newt buried the turtle, and they said prayers, and they put seashells on the little grave because they felt so bad because they were so hungry. They did what they could.